What's up, everybody? I'm back for another video. So in this video, I thought I would talk about how I personally deal with liberalism and feminism, how I deal with living in a city where most people that I come across are very liberal and do not share the opinions my husband and I have. It has been a challenge, I'm not going to lie, and we have lived in different states. This is just where I was born and raised and where I reside today. But my husband and I have actually lived up north. We moved and we lived in a few different places, and everywhere I went, it feels like we were always outnumbered as far as being around a lot of liberals and feminists and people like that. So it has been rough, I'm not gonna lie. As some of you may not know from my other videos, I don't have any female friends. I don't have any that are close enough to where I feel like I can count on them or trust them or anything like that. I don't have girlfriends that I can hang out with on the weekend. Nothing like that. Really, my best friend is my husband. That's just the way it is. I tell him everything. Whenever I have like something that I can't wait to tell someone, he's the first person that I tell. He's the first person that knows anything that's going on with me. I don't have a girlfriend that I could call up and talk about anything to, because every friend that I've ever had has, and I'm saying mostly, maybe there was one decent one here and there, but the majority of the female friends that I've ever had in my life have stabbed me in the back, competed with me, were jealous of me, just did everything they could to hurt me in some fashion. So I really just try to not explore any more female relationships, any more friend relationships with women. It's really hard for me to trust them. I'm very weary of them. So some of the things that I do to cope with that, I've learned to try to deal with it the best way I can. How I do that is one of my favorite things to do is read. I like to read novels. I'm very into reading crime novels, true stories about crime, detective novels. I liked Robert Greene. He's an author. I love like the 48 Laws of Power and different books like that. I don't like to read a lot of silly stuff. I like, like I said, the crime stuff I read. I'm trying to think of some of the authors that I read. If I read anything fantasy, it's going to be like Stephen King novels, stuff like that. But like I said, I like to read a lot of true crime novels, and Robert Greene is one of my favorite authors. So if you don't know who he is, check him out. The 48 Laws of Power is one of the best books I've ever read. So I think that helps me cope with stress, and just to cope with, living around a bunch of liberals and feminists and people like that. It just, helps me kind of escape, into my own little world, and it's just really enjoyable. So I got my daughter reading novels now. We go to the library. I go to her school book fair. I'm real big about that. I always buy books for her. So I got her, reading books now too, and she reads thick novels. I must have like over 1,000 novels. I've been collecting them since I was a young teenager. I took care of all my books and I saved them. And now my daughter will read all the books that I have. But anyway, another thing that I really enjoy doing that helps me cope with the stress of all this is gardening. I love to garden. When we moved into this house, it did not have a garden. I dug up a garden all around it, all in the front, in the back. I bought rose bushes that were just bulbs, and I planted them, and now they're real bushy roses that I have all in front and all on the back of my house. I got hibiscus, lilies, all kinds of different plants. I'm actually going to start a greenhouse soon, and I want to grow my own vegetables and seasoning so I don't have to buy it at the store anymore when I cook. And that's just been something that's really been healthy for me. When I go outside and garden, I don't feel stressed at all. Every evening after I serve dinner and I do the dishes, I go outside and I'll listen to a podcast or something, or a YouTube video, one of my favorite YouTubers, and I'll go outside and, make sure there's no weeds or any dried up rose leaves or anything like that in my garden bed, and I keep it real groomed and manicured. It's just something very enjoyable, and it's beneficial to me too, just to look at it. It's so beautiful, But anyway, so that's another thing I like to do. And another thing that I find therapeutic, believe it or not, is I cut the grass. I weed eat and cut the grass. Actually, we're in grass cutting season right now, so I'm doing it about 3 times a week. And that's just because down here the grass grows so fast. I have St. Augustine grass, and let me tell y'all, after I cut it, within 2 or 3 days, it has to be cut again. My husband bought me a weed eater for, it was either Christmas or Mother's Day. I don't remember which one, but that was the best gift I ever got in my life. I told him which one I wanted, and he didn't want to get me that one. He wanted me to get this more expensive one, believe it or not, like an industrial weed eater. But I picked out this, it was like $68 at Walmart, and it had a curved front instead of a straight shaft. It was a curved shaft. And I go out there with my weed eater, y'all, and I put my headphones in and listen to a podcast or, like I said, one of my favorite YouTubers, and I'll go out there and weed eat and, hedge my little heart out. So I enjoy that. It's therapeutic for me. We have a big backyard, a lot of trees, a lot of gardens. So going out there, God, it just puts me at peace. It really does. And I'll have my kids come outside, and they like to pick the fruit up from the ground because we have an orange tree. And they'll go pick up all the oranges that fell. So we kind of go out there and hang out as a family. When I cut the grass, I listen to my podcast and catch up on all my news and things like that. And it's very, very beneficial. I'm sorry, not beneficial, therapeutic for me. And it has to be done anyway. The grass has to get cut. We have a guy that cuts everybody's grass in my neighborhood. He wanted to cut ours, but it's just too expensive to pay him to do that when I can do it myself. And he always compliments my lawn and says that my lawn looks just as good as anyone else's on the block. So getting a compliment, his name is Curtis, the lawnmower guy. Getting a compliment from him was just the best thing ever to me. But anyway, it's just really relaxing, believe it or not. It is hard work. It has to be done, but it's relaxing, and I feel good while I'm doing it. So that kind of helps me cope with stress as well. Another thing that I really enjoy doing, anyone that knows me personally knows that I cook a lot, and it's because it's something I enjoy. I don't just do it because my family needs to eat. That would be the first reason, but I do it because I enjoy it. I grew up eating home-cooked meals. My grandparents raised me. We always had a home-cooked meal. My mother, grandma always cooked, and I watched her. My Mima always cooked. All the women in my family cook. We hardly ever eat out. It's too expensive, and I don't want to eat food that someone made that I don't know what they put in it, and it's just not as good. So if you go and check out some of the first videos I ever uploaded, I have several of my homemade recipes on there. I used to film myself cooking all the time, and I would like to start doing that again. If y'all want to see any more of my cooking videos, let me know, because I will make a separate channel and start uploading it, or maybe I'll upload it on this channel. Just let me know if y'all want to see them. Go check out my old ones, and if that's something you want to see, because I want to upload it if that's what y'all want to see, okay? Because it is something I enjoy doing. I liked making those cooking videos. But anyway, cooking is very therapeutic for me. I enjoy something about cooking the meals from home. I know what's going into it, and watching my family eat it, it makes me feel good. It's kind of how I show love to my family. Down here in New Orleans, the women cook, okay? I don't know if women my age are cooking the way I do, but, all the women in my family cook, okay? We cook a lot of Cajun food, shrimp Creole, shrimp stew, gumbo. We make okra with crab legs and shrimp in it and sausage, red beans and rice with sausage and ham and all that good stuff in it. Just go check out some of my older videos. But I don't know what it is, why I like to cook the way I do, but like I said, maybe it's because, I grew up watching the women in my family cook, but there's nothing like after I cooked and cleaned up the kitchen, serving that meal to my family and watching them eat it. It's just, like I said, that's just how I show how I love them, by doing that. So it's very therapeutic to do that. So I suggest, if you're not into cooking, to start doing it, learn how. Start making meals for your family and try different recipes. Watch some on YouTube. Get you a cookbook and just try different things. It'll make you feel good about yourself. Let's see. What else do I do? Another thing that I like to do that really has helped cope with the stress of all this stuff is exercise. my husband and I created a little gym in our house. We had a back room that we weren't doing anything with. My husband started buying gym equipment. I organized and cleaned the room real nice, laid down some mats. So we have some workout equipment back there. You know, every time I get paid, I'll buy, I got a yoga ball, different hand weights and things like that. And we'll go back there and work out. We'll go on family walks with the kids. That's very therapeutic, very, very enjoyable. Kind of helps you escape from all the crap that's going on in the world right now. But after exercising, you feel, even though you're tired, you feel really, really good. So that's one thing I will suggest to you all. Ladies, if you have children, and you're not working out, it'll make you feel really good. It'll give you more energy. You'll feel better about yourself. It's good for your health. You may be able to lose weight if you have extra weight on you from having children or whatever. You don't just have to exercise just to lose weight either. You can do it just to be healthy. You know, it's going to help you live long. It's going to help you feel better. So, and if you don't want to do any heavy duty working out, go on walks, pop in your headphones or put your children in their stroller, whatever, pull a wagon or whatever it is you have, and start going on walks with your kids. You know, that'll help out with a lot of stress. Another thing that I used to do that I haven't been doing lately is I used to bike ride a lot. I want to get back into doing that. I want to get a little thing on the back of my bike where I can pull my son along. He would really enjoy that, but I used to bike ride a lot. I used to mountain bike a lot. So that's something my husband and I want to get back into. But spending time with my kids, my husband, we play a lot of board games like Monopoly and things like that. All these things has helped us to cope with the way the world is right now, because when you think about what's going on with liberalism, feminism, and all these horrible things that's going on in our country right now, because we're really in a bad spot. They're dividing the country by race and gender. They got everybody pitted against each other. People are not aware of what's going on in their own government. When you tell people, you know, something that's unbelievable, they won't go look it up. They'll just call you a liar. Nobody wants to research nothing. Everybody just wants to live for themselves and not, you know, worry about what's going on. And it can get really overwhelming, okay? So all these things that I just named has helped me stay sane and, you know, be able to enjoy my life. And last but not least, doing YouTube videos has been very therapeutic for me. Y'all could all, those of you who like my videos can thank my husband, because I would have never did a YouTube video if it wasn't for him. We've watched YouTube since YouTube first existed. I have so many favorite YouTubers that I watch, from Dr. Common Sense, Mark Dice, Paul Watson, Alex Jones. Alex Jones was the first person that I got into when I first woke up to all the crazy stuff. I've been watching him before Barack Obama was elected president, so it's been a long time since I've been awake. But anyway, it can get real stressful at times, but my husband's like, you know what, you like to talk about politics all the time. Him and I are always discussing this stuff. He's like, you ought to just start doing YouTube videos. You might make you some decent female friends on there. You might be able to reach out and help some people, and you know, it might be enjoyable for you. And it is. I enjoy taking a moment out my day and talking to you all. I actually look forward to it each day. So when I hear your positive comments, y'all just, you know, give me that motivation I need to keep going, because this is not easy. It's not easy to sit down and talk to a camera. It was very strange to me at first. It took a minute to get used to. And you got to deal with a lot of hate on here. I had to deal with some real evil people on here so far. But the positive feedback that I get from you all outweighs the bad, and I'm willing to keep going. I'm never going to stop. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you have any suggestions that you do that helps you, leave it down below. Let's try to help each other out. Things are very stressful in this world, and you know, we need all the sanity we can get. So I hope y'all are having a good day, and I'll see y'all later. Oh, don't forget to like the video if you did, and subscribe if you want to see more. See y'all later.